My name is Nsa Dada, and I am an assistant professor in the School of Life Sciences at Arizona State University. I guess I can talk about my PhD dissertation. It focused on the interactions between mosquitoes and their associated microbes, specifically those that inhabit domestic water containers. I worked on the container dwelling mosquito Aedes aegypti in Southeast Asia, in Thailand and Laos. I was interested in understanding the relationship between fecal contamination of these containers and mosquito production. My work here at ASU has continued to focus on mosquito microbe interactions, and I am specifically interested in how microbes shape the response and adaptation of mosquitoes to evolutionary pressure. I would say being a research faculty at an R1 institution in the US is a big one. For me, this is not something that anyone in my family has ever achieved before, or it's not something that we had even considered a possibility. So getting here is huge, and I think that it's a big win for me and for all of the people who came before me, and yeah. So I actually did experience a couple of challenges in grad school. As those of you watching may already know, for me, that included not knowing what the unwritten or unspoken rules were. I had no role models within my immediate family as I navigated grad school. I had to navigate new cultures and new systems. I was born and raised in Nigeria, where I completed my undergraduate degree. I went on to pursue graduate studies first in the UK, where I also conducted field work in Sierra Leone, and later in Norway, where I conducted field work in Southeast Asia, specifically in Thailand and Laos. I did not only have to figure out new educational systems, but I had to do that while navigating new cultures that are different from the one that I grew up in without unknowingly offending people. This also meant navigating differences and expectations that could sometimes lead to conflict. And lastly, the precarity of living temporarily in different countries, very far away from home, with no idea what the future holds. Finding or creating a support network, especially outside of work or school, and engaging in hobbies helped me a lot. Also, finding other things to do outside of work helped. I enjoy working on craft projects. I did a lot of crocheting and knitting while in grad school. I still try to do those things now, even as a faculty. I made lots of crochet gifts for anyone who cared to accept them. So anyone within my close circle has probably received a handmade, crocheted, or knitted gift from me. I also took up sports and fitness while in grad school. I did CrossFit for a while, which provided a community of folks with shared fitness interests and goals. And while I lived in Norway, I explored the beautiful Norwegian outdoors. I trained for and ran several races, including the half marathon. I would say that I grew from the challenges that I faced. I have learned that all of the things that seemed like failures at the time are actually part of the graduate school experience. From all those failed experiments, things not working out as planned or expected in the field, all of the rejections, the application rejections, the paper rejections, and also realizing that you do not know as much as you thought you knew going into graduate school. So these are normal, and I now know that I was not alone in experiencing these things. First of all, you are not alone in whatever it is that you're facing. And I would add that you should seek support from those who are at the same career stage as you, and if possible, from those who have already navigated what you're going through. With the explosion of social media platforms these days, it's a lot easier to find communities. So, finding communities of peers within your area would help a lot, especially in showing that you're not alone in whatever it is that you're experiencing. And platforms like Brat Student Slack, for example, was something that I only realized later on in my career, but would be useful for those who are still navigating graduate school. And the things that you may consider failures are actually a normal part of the process. So I would recommend or advise that you consider them as feedback for learning and growth. Thanks for watching Feel Safe Science. My name is Nsa, and I hope that my story helps graduate students feel less alone.